कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्तकांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्मी क्षिप्ताश्च कामादि तरंगमध्य कृपामयी त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृंदे नमस्ते चरणारविंदम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आप लोग सब हिंदी बोलो ना बांग्ला बोलो?
हिंदी महाराज जी हिंदी
এরকম না, লোকগুলি দেখে কিরকম মনে
हिंदी महाराज जी हिंदी।
হ্যাঁ করতেই হবে।
English is a lost cause already.
आज बड़ा उल्लास की बात है। गुरुदेव वैष्णव भगवान का कृपा से हम लोग यहाँ इकट्ठा हुआ नवद्वीप धाम परिक्रमा करने के लिए। ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद हमारा परम गुरुदेव नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट विष्णुपाद श्रीमान भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद को जल्दी से जल्दी नवद्वीप धाम परिक्रमा पुनः प्रवर्तन करने के लिए आदेश किया था। इससे ज्यादा परोपकार और किसी में होता नहीं जितना इसमें होता है। साधारण विचार से इसमें मालूम नहीं होगा, लेकिन यदि थोड़ा गंभीर विचार करे तब मालूम पड़ेगा इसका गुरुत्व। श्रीमद् भागवत में नवम स्कंद में अम्बरीश उपाख्यान में बताया, सबई मनो कृष्ण पदारविंदयो वचांसि वैकुंठ गुणानुवर्णने श्रुतिं चकाराच्युत सत्कथोदय मुकुंद लिंगालय दर्शने तद्भिक्त गात्र स्पर्शंग संगम। तो ये जो श्लोक है, इस श्लोक में क्या देखा जाता है? इस धाम परिक्रमा करने से पैर से सेवा होता है, पद सेवा क्या? पैर से धाम को परिक्रमा करना। एक एक पग से अश्वमेध यज्ञ का फल मिलता है। इतना गुरुत्व। आंखों में भगवत विग्रह दर्शन, मुकुंद लिंगा लय दर्शन। आंख को मुकुंद लिंग भक्त भगवान का विग्रह दर्शन। ध्यानंच तत्पाद सरोज सौरभे। ध्यान क्या है? उनका चरण ऐसा प्रत्येक अंगों भगवान का सेवा में लगाने के लिए सुजोग और किसी में नहीं। इसलिए बोला था जितना जल्दी संभव हो, पहले जीव गोस्वामी को दिखाया था, परिक्रमा कराया था, बाद में ये परिक्रमा बंद हो गया था। तो हमारा परम गुरु जी ने 1925 में देश में परिक्रमा शुरू किया और सब लोग इसमें विरोध भी किया, नवद्वीप वासी, लेकिन ये परिक्रमा बंद हुआ नहीं। महापुरुषों का वचन कभी बंद होता नहीं, सभी दर्शक करता। इसीलिए आप लोग आया और वो जो चरण रज, भक्तों का चरण रज जो साधन का बल है, ये तो आपको मिलेगा नहीं, लेकिन परिक्रमा करने का वक़्त पैर से जो धूली उड़ता है भक्तों का, वो मिल जाता है, अनायास में मिल जाता है। और यही है भगवान में अर्पित तुलसी चंदन का गंध भी मिलता है नासा से। इसीलिए ये है परम मंगलकारक, फायदामंदी, और आप लोग इसमें अंश लिया। और ये शुरू किया था नित्यानंद प्रभु हरिदास ठाकुर। ये सब घर घर में जाकर ये परिक्रमा किया, बोला सबको, बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण करो कृष्ण सिखा। प्रभु आदेश से मोरा मांगी यही भिक्षा, प्रभु का आदेश से यही भिक्षा चाहता हूँ। कृष्ण बोलो, कृष्ण कहो, यही भिक्षा और कुछ नहीं, यही प्रभु का आदेश। तो अभी 25 से हिसाब करो कितना साल हो गया। और हमारा गुरुजी 1956 से यही परिक्रमा शुरू किया। इस वक्त हम लोग त्रिपाल का नीचे ठहरा था, कमरा कुमरा कुछ नहीं था। महाप्रभु का विग्रह टीन का शेड में रखा और वही विग्रह को ही लेके परिक्रमा में जाते थे, उनका पीछे पीछे अनुगत्य करने से। ऐसा ये देखा है। मैं भी अपना आपको सौभाग्यवान समझता हूँ इसी कारण से, ये परिक्रमा में मैं लगातार योगदान दिया। सिर्फ 2 साल नागा दिया था। 1 साल हैदराबाद में पहले महाप्रभु का आविर्भाव उत्सव किया था, और 1 साल एक्सीडेंट होने के कारण मैं यहाँ रहने से भी परिक्रमा अंश लिया नहीं। ऐसे 2 साल बाद, और इतना सालों से इस नवद्वीप परिक्रमा में आने का मौका मिला, और इसी में ही मैं सब अंगों से सेवा करने के लिए मौका और किसी में नहीं मिलता, किसी में नहीं मिलता जितना इसमें एक सुयोग मिलता है। इसलिए आप लोग सौभाग्यवान सौभाग्यवती, आप लोग ये परिक्रमा करते हैं। इसी विचार से हम तो असमर्थ है, आप लोगों का जिनको सेवा करना मेरा लिए कठिन है, लेकिन आप लोगों को मैं धन्यवाद प्रणाम जनाता हूँ, क्योंकि आप लोग तकलीफ उठा करके एक परिक्रमा करते हैं। इतना ही आप लोगों का सौभाग्य है। और ये परिक्रमा, परिक्रमा शब्द का अर्थ है परि माने सद्भुत भावेन क्रम, क्रम से करना। क्रम से कैसे करना? भागवत में प्रहलाद महाराज बताया, श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम पाद सेवनम अर्चनम वंदनम वैष्णव सख्यमात्मनिवेदनम इति पुंसार्पिता विष्णु भक्तिश्चेन्नवलक्षणा क्रियेत भगवती उद्यम तन्मन्ये उदितम उत्तमम। इसलिए परिक्रमा का क्रम क्या है? पहले आत्मनिवेदन, इति पुंसार्पित, भगवान में अर्पित होकर यही नवला भक्ति जागरण करना। पहले भगवान में अर्पित होना। तो अर्पण का क्षेत्र आत्मनिवेदन क्षेत्र है मायापुर। तो ये आत्मनिवेदन करके ही बाकी सब दीप परिक्रमा करने के लिए व्यवस्था क्रम अनुसार, ऐसा ये नहीं। इसलिए पहले अंतर्दीप मायापुर, उसके बाद श्रीमंत दीप, उसके बाद गोद्रुम दीप, ऋतुद्वीप, फिर कोलोद्वीप, जन्नोद्वीप, मधुद्रमद्वीप, मध्यद्वीप, फिर लास्ट में भगवान में आत्मनिवेदन मायापुर में। अर्थात पहले है प्रिलिमिनरी, ये होता है प्राथमिक आत्मनिवेदन। उसका बाद क्या करना? प्राथमिक आत्मनिवेदन का बाद वास्तव आत्मनिवेदन होगा। ऐसा परिक्रमा करके भगवान में ये करना। जैसे किसी को शादी होता है, शादी में कन्या को दान दे देते, दान देने से ही मिल जाता है? मिलता नहीं। कब मिलता है? सेवा से, आपस में लेन देन ये सब करने से। ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति गुज्जमत्कति पृच्छति भुक्ते भुजते चैव सर्वविध संगलंघन लक्षणम। ये छोटा संग का लक्ष्य, ये सब करने से क्या होगा? तब वास्तव आत्मनिवेदन होगा। इनका कृपा लेकर जाने से तब हम लोगों का कृपा मिलेगा। भगवान का नीति मार्ग से सेवा, नीति मार्ग को सेवा करने से, अर्थात इनका कृपा लेकर जगन्नाथ को कृपा लेने से वृंदावन चंद्र को कृपा मिलता है। जब भी तत्व तो एक ही है, लेकिन इसमें उदारता ज्यादा है। यहाँ किसी को छोड़ा नहीं। दूसरी लीला में जैसे आपको कंस आदि को वध किया, वही दारोगाधीश ने देवों के नंदन का यही माधुर्य लीला, उनका दूसरी कोई काम नहीं। इसलिए कृष्ण कोई व्रत छोड़ के कहाँ गया ये नहीं। कौन कृष्ण गया नहीं? नंदन जो गया है ते है देवकी नंदन। ये समझना कोई आसान बात नहीं। जब वो क्रूर उपलक्ष करके धनुष युद्ध में योगदान करने के लिए कृष्ण बलराम को निमंत्रण दिया और रथ भेजा लेने के लिए, लेकिन जो भक्त इनमें प्रेमिक भक्त है ते उनको जाने देंगे नहीं, जाने देंगे। किस लिए? एक दुष्ट कंस है और लेने के लिए कौन गया? अक्रूर। तो वो लोग बोला ये अक्रूर नहीं है, ये क्रूर है, तो जाने देंगे नहीं। गोपियों ने रथ का पहिया को खींच के रखा, हमारे ऊपर से चला के जाओ। तो नंदो महाराज समझाया था कि सम्राट ये भेजा, रथ भेजा, कितना बड़ा इज्जत की सवाल है, वो जाना ठीक रहेगा। तो उस वक्त क्या किया? वो क्रूर घाट में स्नान किया। तो स्नान किया तो वो अंदर में कृष्ण, रथ के ऊपर कृष्ण। तो अक्रूर हैरान हो गया देखने के लिए, ये दो कृष्ण कैसे? यदि प्रतिबिंब हो ये तो उल्टा होगा, ये तो हुआ नहीं। ये सोचने लगा और 3 गोता लगाया तो भी वही दिखा। तो कृष्ण उनको पूछा, अक्रूर कुछ देखा? बोले हाँ। समझ में आया नहीं, इतना ही। अर्थात नंदन वहीं रह गया और देवों के नंदन गया उनका साथ। उन्होंने कंसों को निधन किया, कुबेरा पेड़ हाथी को मारा, चाणूर मुष्टिक को मारा, सब किया। बलराम गया तो इससे माफी ऐसा वहां दिया। तो इनका कृपा मिलने से, नवद्वीप चंद्र का कृपा मिलने से वो मिलेगा देवों के नंदन का। तब होगा नीति मार्गों में सेवा और प्रीति मार्गों में सेवा, जो छोड़ करके ब्रजेंद्र नंदन को मिलेगा नहीं। इसलिए बोल दिया, गोपी अनुगत्य बिना ऐश्वर्य धने खोजिले नहीं पाए ब्रजेंद्र नंदन। गोपी अनुगत्य छोड़कर भजन करने से भी ब्रजेंद्र नंदन को मिलेगा नहीं, गोपी अनुगत्य करने पड़ेगा। अर्थात राधा रानी का अनुगत्य करे तो तभी मिलेगा ब्रजेंद्र नंदन कृष्ण को, नहीं तो मिलेगा नहीं। देवों नंदन मिलेगा। इसलिए यहाँ नीति प्रधान जगन्नाथपुरी में जितना दफा भोजन लेना है उनको लेने ही पड़ेगा, शयन का टाइम हो ना हो। अभी यही नीति चल रहा है। सर्दी में बसंत पंचमी का बाद उनका गर्म कपड़ा देगा नहीं। बसंत आ गया, अपने सेवा को ग्रहण करेगा, अर्थात खोद कोट वगैरह पीनेगा, लेकिन जगन्नाथ को देगा नहीं। जगन्नाथ को जरूरत है, आत्मबोध सेवा नहीं। आत्मबोध सेवा है ब्रजेंद्र नंदन। हर वक्त कोई चिंता, देरी हो गया गोपाल, इसलिए जल्दी से जल्दी वो खिचड़ी बना के खिला देती। तो 1 महीना वो दिखाता है, उसको बोलता है पहली भोग, जल्दी जल्दी सब होता है, स्वयं भी जल्दी होता है, ऐसा नियम। तो परिक्रमा में भी ऐसा ही। परम गुरु जी ने यहाँ परिक्रमा किया, क्षेत्रमंडल परिक्रमा किया, ब्रजमंडल परिक्रमा किया और यही आदर्श को शिक्षा दिया। विस्तृत रूप से बोलने के लिए वो टाइम उन्होंने मिला नहीं। किताब भी छपा राधा कुंड तक, इतना पर्यंत है। अभी इसको बोलने टाइम लगेगा। अभी इसको इंग्लिश में वो ट्रांसलेट करके समझाएंगे हमारा प्रभु, इसको देखो।
ওইখানে বসুন। কেউ দেখতে পারে না, কেউ দেখতে পারে না। নেই নেই, এদিকে তো, এখানে এখানে স্টেপটা স্টেপটা।
Each cushion.
First thing Srila Maharaj started mentioning that today is a day of great happiness that all of us, we are here in Sri Navadvip Dham. Guru Vaishnav Bhagavan. Unless and until they are pleased with us, they are merciful to us, it is not possible that we can reach at this place. So that's why it's a matter of great happiness that all of us, we are here and we are having a strong desire to perform a parikrama, to go from one pilgrim place to another pilgrim place by the mercy of Hari, Guru and Vaishnava. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he ordered Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that as soon as possible you can start Sri Navadvip Dham Parikrama. Why? By this, what will happen? The devotees around the world, they will get tremendous benefit. They will be benefited most because in this parikrama they will be able to perform parikrama along with devotees. By this Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, Vandan, all the limbs of bhakti, simultaneously it is possible to perform all those things. That's why he ordered Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada, he started this Navadvip Dham Parikrama in 1925. Srila Maharaj mentioned that how this parikrama was been first started by Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu took Srila Jiva Goswami Pad for parikrama along with some other devotees. But then afterward, I think Srinivasacharya also came and performed parikrama.
Ishan Thakur took Srinivasacharya.
Ishan Thakur took Srinivasacharya.
Narottam Das Thakur and Ramachandra Kaviraj.
Narottam Das Thakur and Ramchandra Kaviraj. But afterward, nobody performed parikrama for long time. So that's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he ordered Srila Prabhupada that you can restart it, so that everybody get chance to associate with the devotees and perform parikrama. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that it has been written in Sri Chaitanya Srimad Bhagavatam in Ambrish Upakhyan that how it has been mentioned that one can engage each and every sense in the service of the Lord. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo means one can offer their mind at the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. They can engage their ears by hearing the pastime and the glories of Lord and His devotees. Their eyes, they can engage in seeing the Lord as well as the devotees. Mukund Lingalai Darshanam. Srila Maharaj mentions Mukund Lingalai. It is having two meanings. One is the deity form of Lord Mukunda, and another meaning is the devotees of the Lord. Mukund Lingalai, the devotees of the Lord. So by seeing the deity form of the Lord as well as having darshan of the devotees is like through eyes one has to perform this, one has to do this. And then through their tongue they have to glorify the Lord, perform kirtan. With their legs, they have to perform parikrama. So in this way, engaging each and every limb of one's body in the service of Lord. This is the verdict, this is the instruction which has been given in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why this parikrama gives us a chance to engage all our senses, because we go under the guidance of Vaishnavas for performing parikrama. With our eyes we see devotees as well as the deity form of the Lord and the pastime places of the Lord. We hear kirtan as well as some katha, the glorification of that place. In this way what happens, we are able to engage our senses completely if we really desire. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that in the scriptures it has been mentioned that if one goes for the darshan of pilgrim places, even one step, it gives the result of performing Ashwamedh Yajna. So much benefit is been mentioned in the scriptures about Ashwamedh Yajna, that if one performs Ashwamedh Yajna, then what he can attain. But in this dham, if one performs parikrama, even taking one step toward any place, it can give the result of Ashwamedh Yajna. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned Sriman Mahaprabhu, he gave order to Nityananda Prabhu, to Srila Haridas Thakur, to go from house to house and propagate, bring this message to them. Prati ghare ghare giya karo ei bhiksha, that go to each and every house and beg for something. And what is that? Karo ei bhiksha, bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, karo Krishna shiksha. Bolo Krishna, chant the name of Krishna. Bhajo Krishna, serve Krishna. And karo Krishna shiksha, learn about the teachings which is been given by Lord Krishna, or the teachings which are given about Krishna by his pure surrendered devotees. So in this way, Sriman Mahaprabhu gave order to Nityanand Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur, and they went from one place to another place. So this is the place, Sridham Navadvip, from where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started his mission first hand by Sri Nityanand Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that how Srila Prabhupada, he started his parikrama in 1925. Even though so many people opposed, so many difficulties came, but still Srila Prabhupada never stopped parikrama. And after that, his real followers, they also continued it. Srila Maharaj mentions sometime that Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he was the first person after he externally left Sri Chaitanya Math and started residing in Kolkata first, and then in Chunchuda, then in Sri Navadvip Dham, but he never stopped performing parikrama. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he externally left Sri Chaitanya Math after a long time. Our Param Gurudev came out in 1940, but he came out in 1955. He was still there trying to manage different things. But he also did not stop Navadvip Dham Parikrama. Srila Maharaj mentioned how even though they were having no arrangement for sitting properly, there was no arrangement for devotees to live properly. They were having just some kind of temporary tents. Under those tents they used to live and happily perform parikrama. But still they never stopped parikrama. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that devotees generally, they don't want to give their foot dust. Even if somebody desire, they never give. But in this parikrama, what happens? Automatically one can receive that foot dust also. Why? Because when devotees are performing parikrama, foot dust automatically comes into the air. And then by this it falls on your head. So in this way, you get chance to have the foot dust of the devotees also. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that this parikrama is a param mangal karak. This is something by which one can meet with great auspiciousness. So everybody has taken part into it, and by this what happened, that we will meet with auspiciousness, that is for sure. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that all of you are fortunate that you have assembled here to hear Hari Katha. And I considered myself also very fortunate that from the time when I joined my Guru Maharaj, since that time, almost every year I performed parikrama. Only 2 years I was unable to come. One time, Srila Maharaj mentioned his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj ordered him to stay in Hyderabad and perform this Gaur Purnima festival in Hyderabad, arrange everything over there. So 1 year he was not able to come for this reason, and another time he had some accident. Still he was in that year also he was not able to come. So Srila Maharaj mentioned that since the time he joined, means from 55, only 2 parikramas throughout that time he missed, but every time he was able to join the devotees. Now he mentions that even though physically I am unable to perform parikrama, but by coming in Sri Navadvip Dham, I am able to have darshan of many devotees. So this is the purpose of my coming to Sri Navadvip Dham, for the darshans of everybody. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned, all of you have assembled here to hear Hari Katha, and I am even unable to perform any kind of service for you. Even cannot give proper facility to sit even. So I cannot do anything for that. So I just ask that, excuse me for that. Please forgive me for that. And at the same time, I pay my pranams, Dandvat pranams to everybody, that whoever has come here to bless me, I am indebted to them. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned that what is the meaning of parikrama. This word parikrama is having made out of 2 syllables, pari plus krama. Pari means in Sanskrit sarvato bhavena, means with one's mind, with one's body, with one's word, means with one's full heart. Pari. Krama means the the sequence. One should follow the process of real bhajan in sequence. Means whatever authorities they have, the instructions they have given us, the path they have shown us, the way how we have to go from one step to another step, whatever is been mentioned by them, to follow it properly is called parikrama. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned, Srila Prahlad Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, he mentions about 9 limbs of bhakti: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pad Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Iti Pumsa Arpita Vishnu. That what is the sequence? First one has to become a proper listener, Shravanam. Then comes Kirtanam. Then comes Smaran. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned the sequence which is being shown by Srila Prahlad Maharaj. We follow that in Navadvip Dham, Parikrama. How we do that? In this verse, Srila Prahlad Maharaj mentions 2 words. One is Arpita. Iti Pumsa Arpita Vishnu. That what you have to do? You have to arpit, means offer yourself at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. And then the another word appears, Atma Nivedanam, means the 9th limb of bhakti, means complete surrender. Even though in the dictionary we find the meaning of these 2 words are same, Arpita as well as Atma Nivedanam. Arpita means also offering, and Atma Nivedanam means complete offering. So Srila Maharaj was mentioning that the very first thing what we have to do is arpita. This is preliminary surrender, where one is having anarthas but still at the same time having sincere desire to serve the Lord. With this surrender at least, when one starts, then like his hearing is really called the limb of bhakti. His chanting, kirtan, also comes under the category of bhakti. If he is not arpit, he is not having even preliminary surrender, then his shravan, kirtan, smaran, etc., even though he may perform everything, comes under the category of karma, not in the category of bhakti. That's why Srila Prahlad Maharaj instructs that first what you have to do, at least have preliminary surrender at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Then starts with Shravanam. So Srila Maharaj mentioned the place of Arpita, Arpan, offering oneself, is Antardvip, Sridham Mayapur, the place where we are sitting. So this is the place from where one has to start. This is the sequence of performing parikrama. Means if one really wants that he can become eligible to do Atma Nivedan, then from where he has to start? He has to start from here itself with Arpita and then Shravanam. Arpita means this particular island, Iceland, whatever it is. Island. This island, Sridham Mayapur, it represents Arpan. And then comes Shravanam, and that is Simantadvip. And then one after another, different islands, they represent different limb of bhakti. So in the kram, in the sequence, one is supposed to go from one to another. And then finally, again comes to Atma Nivedan, and that is again Mayapur Dham, Antardvip. That also represents Atma Nivedanam. That's why parikrama means the place from where you begin, at the same place you have to end. So that's why Arpita also starts from here, and at the end you meet with Atma Nivedanam also here. That's why Srila Maharaj mentioned that what is the difference in between preliminary surrender and complete surrender. Can say like when a father, he gives her daughter to a boy, it's called Kanya Dan. Kanya means daughter and Dan means charity, donation. So when a father gives her daughter in charity to somebody, means gives her hand in the hand of a boy and like asks him to accept his daughter, means getting married. So even though he does this, but still that is called preliminary offering, not complete offering. Why? Unless and until he will be able to keep his daughter happy, understand her heart, everything goes fine, he is not going to give up attachment for her daughter or concern. He is always concerned that if something goes wrong, then I will again ask my daughter to come back. But in reality, after giving charity, one is having no right on that thing which he has given. But in this case, it has been seen that even though he has given, but still he is having some attachment for his daughter. And if something goes wrong, he can again bring her daughter back. So that's why it is called preliminary surrender. Okay, I am offering my daughter, but not completely. But afterwards, Srila Maharaj mentioned that when the boy and girl, they are staying together, they are married, then what starts? Seva. How? Shravanam. They hear about each other, that what this person likes, what that person likes, like what husband likes, what wife likes. They speak about each other. They hear carefully. And then Kirtanam. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned, can say like, if both of them, even the place where they are living, that's the house of husband. But if by chance they are visiting, therefore father-in-law's house, boy is visiting his father-in-law's house, then over there what happens? The girl, she start mentioning to her mother or father, oh, my husband does not like this particular thing, or don't disturb him, he does not prefer this thing. So she does kirtan. And at the same time, boy also different places, he also does kirtan that, oh, my wife, she does not like this, she likes this, do this for her, don't do this for her. So Shravanam Kirtanam. Then if they are not together, then they remember each other. This is called Smaranam, which there is no need for them to remember, it automatically comes. Pada Sevanam, they do each and every activity for the service of each other. So in this way, one after another, when they really cross all these stages, and then the real surrender comes, this girl surrenders completely to her husband. Love develops, responsibility is also there. So in this way, when their relationship is deepened, then father, he considered, yes, my daughter is very happy there. They understand each other. So now there is no need for me to get worried for my daughter. So in this way, from his heart, then it comes Atmanivedanam. Earlier, it was only preliminary surrender. And then it becomes complete surrender. So in this dham, one after another, there is a process to go through. So this is the chance which one gets while one performs Sri Navadvip Dham Parikrama. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that this is the place of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here the mercy is being given to anybody and everybody. This is not like the Dham of Krishna, where only qualified persons, they are able to enter into the pastimes of the Lord. So that's why this Dham is called Audaryamay Dham. Audaryamay Dham means compassion, magnanimity, over sweetness. Sweetness is there in Braj, along with magnanimity. But over there, sweetness is prominent. And in this Dham, Sri Dham Mayapur, the prominence is of magnanimity over sweetness. So that's why here everybody gets chance to attain the mercy of the Lord very easily. That's why Srila Maharaj mentioned that how in Braj, even Akrur came. Krishna, he killed Kamsa and Kuvalyapid elephant. So in this way, he killed them, but that was not Krishna who was killing them. Who was killing them, that was Devaki Nandan. That was not Yashoda Nandan. Devaki Nandan and Yashoda Nandan, in them there is a gulf of difference. Srila Maharaj mentioned that how Akrur came to Braj. He wanted to take Krishna out of Braj. All the Braj gopis, they did not wanted that. They were even lying down next to the wheels of the chariot which Akrur brought. They even scolded Akrur by saying that he is not Akrur, he is Krur. Krur means a cruel person. And Akrur in reality means a person who is having no cruelty in him. So they said he is Krur, he is having cruelty in his heart. But still, somehow or other, Akrur was able to take Krishna by chariot. On the way, what happened? It was the time of Sandhya. And then Krishna and Baladev, they took bath in Ganga, Yamuna. And Akrur was able to see Krishna and Baladev in the water as well as on the chariot. He was unable to understand. 3 times he dipped into the water and 3 times he saw the same thing. By this, Srila Maharaj mentioned what happened? That Nandanandan Krishna, Yashodanandan Krishna stayed back in Braj. And Devaki Nandan Krishna Vasudeva, he went to Mathura. Rohini Nandan Balaram also stayed back in Braj, and Devaki Nandan Sankarshan, he went to Mathura. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that whoever came in Braj or in Mathura, Kansa, Valyapid, but in Braj also so many demons came. They were being killed by Krishna, but not exactly by Krishna, by Devaki Nandan Krishna, who was also there in him. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that that is the place where Krishna, he killed the demons. But this is a place where Mahaprabhu did not kill anybody. Even though Tattvata, according to Tattva, Krishna and Mahaprabhu, they are same. But still, at this place, Mahaprabhu's magnanimity is so prominent that he did not kill anybody. Instead, he gave them also love. He gave his mercy, and then by his mercy he gave them a chance to become qualified and enter into the real path by which they can meet with topmost destination. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned this by the mercy of Sri Navadvip Dham, by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one comes to understand that there is a need for cleansing the heart. Gundicha Marjanam. That's why Srila Maharaj mentioned, by the mercy of Sri Navadvip Dham, one enters into Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. Srila Maharaj mentioned, what does it mean? Entering into a place where one has to learn that how he has to cleanse his heart, which is having so many impurities. Mandir Marjanam. Marjan means cleaning. Cleaning to one's consciousness, which is polluted at this time. How one can get cleansed? Srila Maharaj mentions, even though Sriman Mahaprabhu mentioned that it can get cleansed by Naam Sankirtan. There is one more thing Srila Maharaj mentions, that Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he mentions about Gundicha Mandir Marjan Rahasya, Rahasya means the secrets, then he mentions that unless and until one takes Anupan, Anupan means, can say like if you are supposed to take some medicine, Ayurvedic doctor prescribes you have to take this particular medicine, but it will be only effective if you take 1 glass of milk prior to this. Then and only then this medicine will work. So Harinam is Aushadhi, means medicine, but Anupan is Sadhu Sangha. If one performs Sadhu Sangha, and then by the Yadi Koribe Krishna Naam Sadhu Sangha Karo. If you want to perform Harinam Sankirtan without offenses, want to attain prem through this Harinam Sankirtan, then what you have to do? You have to follow the process. And what is that? First, you have to associate with the sadhus. Yadi Koribe Krishna Naam Sadhu Sangha Karo. So that is Anupan. So that's what Srila Maharaj mentioned, by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one comes to understand that, oh, there is a need to cleanse my chitta, and how it is possible through Harinam Sankirtan. If I want to perform Harinam Sankirtan properly, for this I am in need for Sadhu Sangha for sure. So, and when one associate with the sadhus, and then by their mercy able to enter into the subtleties of chanting Harinam, then what happens? Srila Maharaj mentioned last year that this verse, Swadhinata Ratna Dane, Rag Marge Karana Pravesh, Vidhi Marg Rat Jane, Swadhinata Ratna Dane, Rag Marge Karana Pravesh. Then what happens? By the mercy of the Vaishnavas, by the mercy of those devotees, those who help, by their greatness, by their mercy, they give association and teach that how you have to cleanse your heart. So what happens by that? That a person who was having some ideas of serving Lord through Vidhi Marg, those particular instructions which are being given in the Shastras, that how one can serve the Lord. He was engaged in that first, like Srila Maharaj mentioned in Jagannath Puri, the place where one gets chance to cleanse one's heart. What is there? Over there two things are mixed. You can see that how the sevaks of Lord Jagannath, they follow Vidhi Marg. But sometime in between, they will show that what is Rag Marg. Vidhi Marg, how they follow? They will follow each and everything that can say like Odhan Shashti comes, the day when they have to give winter clothes to Lord Jagannath. So unless and until that day approaches, does not matter how cold it may be, they will never give winter clothes to Lord Jagannath. And then according to scriptures, they are supposed to take away these winter clothes on the day of Basant Panchami. Even after Basant Panchami, there may be cold, but still they will not give. Or prior to Basant Panchami, even though hot weather may come, but still they will not remove this winter clothes. So in this particular pastime, they show that how much they are absorbed in Vidhi Marg. And then Srila Maharaj mentioned the time comes when Lakshmi, she goes to her father's house. And then 1 month, Paush Mas, that month comes when Mother Yashoda, she is performing all kind of services for Krishna. She is making khichdi early in the morning. That's called Pahali Bhog. Means very early. She will say, oh my Lala, he must be hungry, he is so young. So those kind of pastimes are also been performed over there. So that's why Srila Maharaj mentioned, when one's heart, when one's chitta becomes cleansed step by step, what happens then? Vidhi Marg Rat Jane Swadhinata Ratna Dane. A person from Vidhi Marg, he enters from the path of awe and reverence. He, by the mercy of this Harinam, by the mercy of association of the sadhus, when one's mind gets cleansed, then this Harinam and Sadhu Sangha gives them entrance to become independent from the Shastra. Earlier, if he is not qualified, then what will happen? If he will not follow the rules and regulations, scriptures, then also he will meet with inauspiciousness. But then the time comes when by the mercy of sadhus, he becomes qualified to enter into that zone. Swadhinata Ratna Dane, this Swadhinta, serving the Lord with great love and affection, not caring for injunctions which are given in the Shastras. Swadhinata Ratna Dane, this Swadhinta, this independence comes under the category of Ratna, means it's a great jewel which one attains by the mercy of Sadhu and Harinam. Swadhinata Ratna Dane, Rag Marge Karana Pravesh. Then one gets entrance into Rag Marg, means in Braj, in the mood of Braj. That's why Srila Maharaj mentioned, when one enters over there after cleansing one's chitta, or in the stage of properly cleansing this chitta, then what happens? That he becomes qualified, eligible to understand Gopi Anugatte Bina Aishwarya Bhavete Bhajileo Nai Pai Brajendra Nandane. Then he comes to this understanding that by worshipping Krishna through Aishwarya Marga, through Vidhi Marga, by following awe and reverence path, one cannot really attain Brajendra Nandan Krishna. Gopi Anugatte Bina, unless and until one follows the footsteps of Gopi. Srila Maharaj mentions Gopi in this particular verse is only Srimati Radhika. Gopi Anugatte Bina. Even though there are other gopis like Chandravali and others, if somebody follows their footsteps, they cannot meet with Brajendra Nandan Krishna. Krishna in Braj even deceives them. But those who follow the footsteps of Srimati Radhika, Krishna can never deceive them. So in this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned, this is something which one attains in sequence, that how by the mercy of Mahaprabhu one comes to this understanding of cleansing one's chitta, and then by the association of sadhus, when one chants Nam Sankirtan without offenses, then he gets this special gift of entering into the path of Rag, and then understands the speciality of following the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. In this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that Srila Prabhupada, he gave us this opportunity to perform Navadip Dham Parikrama, Sri Braj Mandal Parikrama, come in the association with devotees and understand the real sedalities truths of performing parikrama. By this we will be benefited. In following days we will hear more from Srila Maharaj. Today we just stop here. Hare Krishna. Tomorrow is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj. Srila Maharaj will be going to his Samadhi Mandir by 10:30 to pay his pranams and then come back here and speak some Harikatha. Hare Krishna. Maharaj will be giving, Maharaj will be giving prasadam, everybody can take this.
Hare Krishna.
Tell them take prasad.
Oh. Srila Maharaj will give out prasad to everybody.